What is up, guys? It's Kyle with Never Hedge, and I wanted to bring you UFC Vegas 29 weigh-in reactions. As you know, the weigh-ins is where we do most of our work. We get some inside information on bets, who had a bad cut, who had a good cut, who looks different, whose body looks different. There's a lot of things that go into it. Um, this week, there actually wasn't too much to go off of. I will go through everyone on the card, but not much here this week. Started off, Casey O'Neill weighed in 125.5 on the mark versus Laura Procopio, 126. Both women look good. Casey O'Neill, she just looks like there's nothing going on inside, but that's always so. Nothing new. And Laura Procopio, you know, typical women fighter, not jacked, not anything, but can fight. Doesn't change any reads there. Next up, Joaquim Silva versus Rick Glenn. Joaquim Silva weighed in 154.5, Rick Glenn 156. Joaquim Silva was jacked, absolutely ripped, more than normal. He's always ripped, but today he was looking huge. Ricky Glenn, on the other hand, kind of looks sunken out. He was skinny. He'll definitely be the smaller guy. This has me all in on Joaquim Silva. I'm plugging him in on every DraftKings lineup, and I'm taking him straight up. I think he gets a knockout. He looked that good. Next up, Josh Parisian versus Rocky Martinez. Talking about looking good. These guys look bad. Rocky Martinez had some boobies. What can I say? He will be the smaller guy. Josh Parisian took the whole limit, the whole heavyweight limit, 266. Rocky Martinez, 249. Josh Parisian doesn't have a great body either. He is a big man. I think he wins this one. Next up, Chaos Williams, 169 versus Matthew Semmelberger, 170. Not too much of a note here. Chaos Williams in great shape as always, looking jacked. He'll be the more cut-up man. But Matthew Semmelberger is a truck. He looked great too. I'm excited for this one. This is a great fight. Could go either way. I'm thinking knockout. The under prop here is looking pretty juicy. Next up is Kanako Murata versus Verna Jandaroba. Kanako weighed in 114.5, looking great. She's pretty jacked. Versus Verna, 115. Verna, nothing special. She has those crazy eyes that get me every single time. One wanders a little bit. I still am on the Verna side, but I might stay away from this one. That's a tough fight to call. Next up, Alexa Kamur. It came in at 204.5 with the weirdest body on the card, beat Rocky Martinez. I don't know what was going on with his traps or collarbones. I don't know what the hell, but he looked really weird. Versus Nico Nagaranu. Nico, he looked good. He didn't have a good showing in the UFC, but this is a winnable fight. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I want to play him in DraftKings. I might fade Alexa here. Next up, we got the old guys. Matt Brown, 170.5. Looked like Matt Brown. Versus Diego Lima, 171, who looked in great shape too. This doesn't change anything. Both guys solid as always. Next fight, Wellington Turman, 185.5 versus Bruno Silva, 186. I know some people were questioning what Bruno Silva would look like, having to pass USADA drug test. He looked fine. He looked jacked. Wellington Turman, on the other hand, didn't impress. I think he'll be smaller. I think he'll be the weaker guy. I think Bruno Silva gets a knockout in the UFC and probably cries inside the ring because he's had a road. Next up, Juliana Rosa looked great, 145.5 versus Sungwoo Choi, 146. Both guys look good. Still on the Rosa side. Next up, Marlon Vera, 136 versus Davey Grant, 135.5. Davey Grant, big smiles on the weigh-in. Looked very skinny, but good. Marlon Vera looked great as always. Same as always. This is a hard one to call. I'm still going Cheeto, but Davey Grant is a live dog. Next up, Alexei Olenek, 228. Smaller heavyweight versus a giant heavyweight in Sergey Spivak. He only weighed in at 242, but he is the way bigger man. Will have a huge reach advantage. I think Sergey gets this knockout. Alexei's too old. He didn't even take his shirt off for the weigh-ins. Knockout for Spivak. Next up, Chan Sung Jung, 146 versus Dan Ige. Both men looked incredible. I'm starting to lean for Chan Sung Jung. I know I said on the breakdown Dan Ige, but I'm flipping. Dan Ige's wins are not that great versus Chan Sung Jung, only lost to the best. A zombie comeback here. Let's go. All right, that's the weigh-ins, boys. Let's win some money. Like and subscribe.